Donald Trump had seen it all: luxury, power, controversy, but nothing could have prepared him for what he was about to witness on a quiet evening in downtown Washington, D.C. It was supposed to be just another night, another event, but that night history had other plans. Trump had just left a high profile dinner at an exclusive club. His motorcade, escorted by the Secret Service, moved steadily through the streets. As they approached an intersection, something unusual caught his eye. A police officer aggressively pinning down a black man on the pavement. The man, dressed in a simple hoodie and jeans, was struggling, his voice hoarse as he pleaded, "I can't breathe." For a moment, Trump considered simply looking away. After all, he had spent decades in the public eye, carefully managing his image. But something about this scene struck him differently. Was it the desperate look in the man's eyes? The way the officer pressed his knee harder into the man's back? Or was it the murmurs of the small crowd gathering around, their phone cameras raised, capturing every second? He glanced at his security team. They were trained to avoid unnecessary conflicts, but this was different. "Stop the car," Trump ordered abruptly. His head of security hesitated. "Sir, we really shouldn't—" "I said stop the damn car." The motorcade came to a halt. Trump stepped out, his presence immediately drawing gasps from the crowd. People recognized him instantly, their phones now turning towards him. The officer, a burly man with sharp blue eyes, looked up in surprise but did not loosen his grip on the man beneath him. Trump took a step forward. "What's going on here?" The officer hesitated before responding. "Sir, this man resisted arrest. He was acting suspiciously." The black man coughed, struggling to breathe. "I was just walking home. I did nothing wrong." Trump looked between them, his expression unreadable. The crowd murmured, waiting for his response. He knew that whatever he said next could define him in ways no speech or policy ever could. He turned back to the officer. "Let him up." "Sir, you heard me. Let him up." The officer looked uncertain, but finally released his grip. The man gasped for air, his chest rising and falling rapidly. A woman in the crowd rushed forward, helping him sit up. The atmosphere was thick with tension, the weight of the moment that pressing down on everyone present. Trump turned to the man. "Are you hurt?" The man shook his head, still catching his breath. His eyes, however, were filled with something unexpected. Surprise. The officer cleared his throat. "Mr. President, with all due respect, we were just doing our job." Trump studied him carefully. "Your job is to protect and serve, not suffocate someone who hasn't been convicted of a crime." The crowd buzzed. This was not the response they had expected from a man so often criticized for his stance on law enforcement. One journalist pushing through the crowd called out, "Mr. Trump, do you believe there's a problem with police brutality?" Trump exhaled, looking around at the expectant faces. The cameras were rolling. He could feel the weight of history pressing down on him. Finally, he spoke. "There's a problem when people are afraid of those meant to protect them. There's a problem when a man's skin color determines how he's treated. I don't have all the answers, but I know one thing: we have to do better." The moment was electric. Some people cheered, others remained silent, processing what they had just heard. The officer shifted uncomfortably but said nothing. Trump turned back to his security team. "Let's go." As he stepped back into the motorcade, he stole one last glance at the man on the ground. Their eyes met for a brief second, two men from entirely different worlds connected by one pivotal moment. As the car pulled away, Trump leaned back in his seat, his mind racing. He had spent his life shaping narratives, controlling the way people saw him. But tonight, for the first time in a long time, he hadn't thought about strategy or politics. He had simply acted, and for better or worse, the world had seen it all.